West Ham United 3, Leicester City 2. Yes lads, how you all doing? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today, boys and girls, I'm going to bring you guys my post-match thoughts, my full-time reaction to West Ham 3, Leicester City 2 today at the London Stadium. Just to quickly mention, this video is going to be pretty much not edited at all. I'm going to try and get it out as soon as I can. Obviously bring you guys my thoughts after today's pretty shambolic performance against West Ham as the not so mighty Leicester have lost again. Great. So yeah, I guess we should get straight into it. Just before we do, a big shout out to Ryan from Ryan's Career Mode who's helped me out with this review. I haven't actually managed to watch the full game, so he's helped me with just the topics and how the games went. So yeah, go subscribe to his channel, Ryan's Career Mode. Link will be in the description. But yeah, let's talk about West Ham 3, Leicester City 2 then. So yeah, obviously we were 3-0 down at one point, which, you know, is not good. Obviously West Ham have gone 3-0 down the last two games and they've, you know, they've bottled it once and nearly bottled against Wolves. And they nearly did it against Leicester, but obviously it didn't happen later on. We had a few chances towards the end, but overall it was another shambolic performance from Leicester once again against West Ham. Of course, Jesse Lingard started the scoring for West Ham and obviously he had to bloody dance, didn't he? I'm going to be honest, guys, I cannot stand Jesse Lingard at all. I know lots of people like him, but I cannot stand him at all. I just hate the way he starts dancing when he scores. He might as well just play for Arsenal. It winds me up. And yeah, thank God I actually wasn't watching it at the time because I would have got slightly annoyed. But it was a good finish from him. Fair play to him. It was a good goal. And again, the same goal he scored again, didn't he? Later on in the first half. And bear in mind that first half from Leicester was shite, to be honest. I'm sorry for swearing, but it was absolutely awful from Leicester. I mean, it was close for the offside, but Bowen put it across Lingard. Obviously a tap and Schmeichel was in no man's land. And yeah, that was 2-0 to West Ham, which was well, yeah, it was great, wasn't it, going into half time. First off wise, Leicester were pretty poor, to be honest. I think, you know, it wasn't as bad as the start to the second half. We had a few chances early on with Iheancho, but overall it was pretty lacklustre. Marty was struggling. Fofana tried to get forward on a few occasions, trying to get Leicester forward, but you know, it wasn't really working. And just quickly, I'm going to talk about the three players who missed out today in Maddison, Chowdhury and Perez. For me, I'm absolutely ashamed of them. For them to break the rules, lockdown rules, COVID rules, to have a party before probably our biggest game of the season is pretty much disgraceful. And I don't think how they thought they were going to get away with it. I'm not going to get into it because it's not factual yet, but the rumour is that it was held at Perez's house in Maddison. Barnes, Wes Morgan, Chowdhury were all there. And for Wes Morgan to go as well, being the club captain, I know he hasn't played, that's disgraceful. Barnes, I thought, you know, we could have seen better from him. And even the players who are fit to play in Maddison, Chowdhury and Perez, what are they doing? Especially James Maddison, who's probably one of our most important players, to do that. And obviously Brendan Rodgers, fair play to him, he's done the right thing to obviously stop him from playing today. But it's an absolute disgrace from them. And you know, I do want to see them play the next game, but they should be heavily fined because that is disgraceful from them three. I'm not happy at all, and especially players like Maddison and Perez, who would have definitely been involved in today's game. It is a big miss, and I hope they're bloody pleased with the loss today, and hope you guys enjoyed your party, because yeah, you're frauds. But yeah, moving on from that then, moving straight into the second half, it didn't really get any better. Jared Bowen scored for West Ham. It was a decent little goal, but Leicester giving the ball away. Kelechi Iheancho had a pretty awful touch, but he did make up for it. Awful from Leicester, give the ball away, and Bowen makes it 3-0. You know, we just looked absolutely, it looked like we couldn't be bothered. It looked like it was a non-meaningful game, and it looked like a game where it meant nothing, but we're in the middle of a flipping Champions League race, and now West Ham are 1 point behind us. Honestly, I don't know what we were doing, but yeah, obviously West Ham made it 3-0. It was a good, decent finish from Bowen. He linked it with Souček, it was. But yeah, overall, poor from Leicester once again. And still after that goal, there was a real lack of urgency from Leicester once again, which blows my mind, to be honest, considering we are in the middle of a Champions League battle, and if we cannot be bothered to go at West Ham when we are 3-0 down away, 3-0 considering they're missing Rice, Antonio, and I know Leicester missing Maddison and stuff, but still, to have no real passion straight after that goal to get back into it is disgraceful. And at this race, we're going to be playing in the bloody Europa League conference thing, whatever it's called. We're playing Kazakhstan away, which will not be fun. We'll be back in the Europa League and get knocked out by bloody Slavia Prague, which I don't want to happen. At this rate, Champions League, au revoir. We've got all the Champions League stuff over here. Goodbye. We can just look at that and stare at it and remember when we were in it and we didn't bottle it. But yeah, again, disgraceful. We did find ourselves come back into the game. Iheancho with a fantastic finish. The guy does it again. Nigerian King, whatever you want to call it. This guy is fantastic. Brilliant finish. It was a slight mistake from West Ham. It was Ricardo who got on the end of it. He did put it in. I mean, was it deserved? Probably not, but I mean, it gave the spark, and obviously since then Leicester did come into the game, but for us to have the goal and then to start going forward, that's not acceptable. But fantastic goal from Kelechi Iheancho, great finish, but obviously Leicester after that really started to come into the game. And of course it was that man once again, Kelechi Iheancho, who got Leicester's Second goal, it wasn't as good as a finish, but it was decent. It was in the right place at the right time, smacked it in, and obviously that made it 3-2, and that was really game on in around the 90th minute. We had 6 minutes at a time. I really thought we could have done it. Ricardo had a great chance before that as well, and I really hope that I really thought that we could get back into the game, and we nearly did. Just in those last 6 minutes or so, Leicester were really pressing hard at West Ham. The intent was there. It took a while for it to happen, but at least it was there. And Wesley Fofana, man, oh my, how did he miss? 96th minute, man had a free header 5 yards out and he put it wide. I went mental. I thought it was in, but he put it wide. Just imagine if that went in, it would have been a point. It's only a point, but a point, and that went in, it wouldn't have been it. Oh, that's frustrating, man. We could have done it. Even Ricardo could have gone down and potentially got a penalty, but yeah, overall, I think, the loss was probably about deserved. We were absolutely awful in the game, and, we did alright to fight back towards the end. West Ham can't really hold leads at all, can they? But yeah, I mean, we were pretty disgraceful in that first half, and early on in the second half was absolutely awful. And to make matters worse, the situation with Madison, Perez and Charles, just like I said, does not make it any better at all. So yeah, just quickly moving on then to my play ratings from the game. So starting off then with Schmeichel, I'm going to give him probably about 5 out of 10. I thought, Kasper wasn't that great today. I thought, he was a bit out of the no man's land for the second goal. The third goal we could have done slightly better with, but, 3 goals, you can't really give him that much of a rating. So, yeah, I'll give Kasper a 5. Back 5, Ricardo, we'll probably give him about a 7 or a 6. I thought Ricky B was quite good in the game. He nearly got a penalty late on, and he was sparking quite good down that right hand side, just in that right back position. So yeah, I'll give Ricky a 7. Centre back wise, then starting off with Evans, I thought he was all right. I mean, he wasn't great, but I'll give him maybe a 5 or a 6. I mean, he played Bowen on for the second goal, which wasn't ideal. For Fofana, probably give him a 7. I thought he was probably our best centre back. He tried to get Leicester forward in the first half, didn't really work. Had that great chance late on, so yeah, 6 or a 7 for him. Amartey, I'm going to give him a 4 or 5. I thought it was absolutely awful in the game. I think obviously he got taken off in the second half for Thomas. He was awful. And Castagna wasn't great. I mean, he came into that centre-back position just in the second half, which is not his natural position. Thought he did alright. So yeah, we'll give Castagna probably about a 5 or a 6, I guess. Midfielders then. So starting off with Wilfred Ndidi, I thought it wasn't Wilf's best game today. So we'll give him probably 5 or a 6, I guess. Everyone's getting the same rating. I really can't give him high ratings, can we, because we lost. Tielemans wasn't great. I mean, he was missing his mate Madison. Well, cheers Madison. I hope you join your party, mate. But yeah, I'll give Tielemans probably about a 6 maybe. Dennis Pratt, don't think he was that good today. I'll give him a 4 or a 5. I thought he was pretty lacklustre. Vardy, I don't know what's going on with him. I'm probably going to give him probably a 5. And Kelechi, I'll give him a 9 because he scored 2. Basically, just single-handedly got Leicester back into the game. So, yeah, boys, that's my player ratings. And that's also it for today's video, boys and girls. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know it has been as edited, just as the usual videos, but I'm going to try and get these match reactions of my thoughts on the game out as quickly as we can. But yeah, disappointing results today against West Ham. But, we move on to a massive game next week, Southampton in the FA Cup in the semi-final. If we do not win that, I'm not going to be happy at all. Hopefully then Madison, I guess, Perez, Charles, can be back in the lineup. But yeah, overall, disgraceful today from Leicester, disgraceful from the players on the pitch and off the pitch as well, especially the players off the pitch. I know I keep saying it, but I'm absolutely fuming. And drop a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Shout out to Ryan as well, go subscribe to him. And I'm a Sportsa, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.